Talking to Spirits, Laughing with Ghosts. I'm here to do your weekend reading. For all private readings, you can book with me at www.talkingtospirits.laughingwithghosts.com. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram as well. So let's get started. I'm going to start off with my air signs. Let's do Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Let's see what we have going on with you guys. With Venus being in retrograde, everybody's a little bit off. It's time to reflect. You know, lessons are being learned. Shit's happening. It's been super crazy. Emotions are high. So we're just trying to get through this. So let's see what we have in store for the air signs, all right? Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. All right, your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. All right? So you may think that, you know, life is a little bit down. You're clearing your negative energy. You're raising that vibration, all right? The next card that comes out, Seeding the Light, Laying Foundations, and a Divine Plan. All right? So you guys are, while your vibration is rising, you guys are laying your foundations, making those plans. So if you have, you know, business plans going on, now's the time to work on that. And also you have the Star Mother card that comes out, which is how can you mother yourself? So it seems like you guys are taking the time to reflect on yourself. If you're not, you need to. Things need to be changed, maybe reevaluated. In order to get this plan that you guys have going on for your life. And it could just be your life. Maybe, you know, reevaluating your life. Maybe working on taking that negativity out of your life to raise your vibration. Okay? So now's the time to reflect on yourself, work on yourself, and, you know, see what you can make better and change. See what else is going on. Okay, so you have the Thinking Man that comes out, the World, and the Sixth Chakra, which is Archangel Metatron. Excuse me. So again, you're contemplating your life. Am I doing the right thing? Am I on the right path? Am I going the right way? What can I change? It's like you want to move forward. There's something that you want to go after, but you're feeling like the time is not right to do that. But you have the World card that comes out that's saying it's going to be okay. You need to make that move. You need to make that change with your life, okay? And then you have the Sixth Chakra that comes out, okay? Archangel Metatron, all right? He's there to guide you, to help you. You know, with clarity on this, so you can ask him for guidance on it. All right, it's like, you know, especially with Venus being in retrograde, and a lot of people are going through this. It's like your life is all over the place. You don't really know which way to go. You're feeling one way one minute, and then you're feeling another way the next minute. You're making rash decisions. You could be hurting other people in the way, you know, on your road to this, but you need to kind of take a step back and reflect on yourself, okay? What do you really want? What do you want to happen? You know, it's almost like think before you speak, right? You don't want to put your foot in your mouth, okay? So that's what's coming up for you guys. Yeah, it's just a time of reflection, you know, to kind of sit back and look at your life. Don't let other people influence you on your life. You need to take the time to do that. Because it's like you guys are all over the place and you don't really know what to do in this situation. And again, you can ask Archangel Metatron to help you with that for guidance, clarity on what you need to do. And it could be, you know, maybe you think that you're having an issue with a relationship, maybe you're over somebody or a friendship. But I wouldn't make any, you know, rash decisions because you're not whole with yourself. You're not happy with yourself. There's a lot going on internally with you, and that's why you need to learn to raise your vibration. In order to do that, you need to get rid of the negativity, okay? Work on getting rid of that negativity. You can ground yourself, and then you can, you know, come up with a plan, right? Laying the foundations, come up with a plan. And again, you have the thinking man that comes out. So you really need to put a lot of thought into this. And if you do it correctly and you take that time, you have the world card that comes out saying, hey, it's gonna be the right decision that you make, okay? So let's see what the next card is that comes out for you guys. Heart awakening. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. Okay, so again, this comes with a heart. You know, what is your heart telling you to do? All right, that's what I'm feeling from this. You need to learn, instead of thinking with your head and your brain, you need to think with your heart. All right, and when you get everything in balance, you know, your chakras, then you're thinking clearly. You have positive things happening to you. You know, what you send out into the world comes back to you. So if you're sending out negative, guess what? You're gonna have negative things that happen to you. But if you're sending out positive, then you will have positive that happens to you as well, okay? So let's pick a crystal card. Okay, the crystal that comes out is pink tourmaline, forgiveness, all right? What are you mad at yourself about? That's what I'm feeling like. I'm feeling like you're upset with yourself. You have maybe said some things that you shouldn't have said, and you're still beating yourself up over it, or you've made decisions that probably weren't right, and now you are feeling like, gosh, why did I rush into that? All right, you have to forgive yourself. It's always the first step. You know, if you forgive yourself, then you can, that's the first step in working on yourself, right? Forgive yourself, then you can work on raising your vibration, okay? And then you can put your plan into play, right? You can come up with your plan, and then you can work towards that, okay? So for my air signs, I hope that this resonates with you, all right? It's all about working on yourself, communication, getting that plan out. You need to take some time for yourself right now, okay? And then it'll all come into play after that, all right? So I hope that this resonated with you. If it did not, please check back with me. And then again, you know, you can book a private reading with me if you'd like. All right, we're going to move on to my fire signs, which is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Let's see what's happening with you guys. Okay, so you have rite of passage. You're going somewhere sacred, all right? Check out this card. All right, so if you could see, it's all dark around it, right? There's lightning in the background, but then if you go through the passage, right, there's like a light at the end of the tunnel. So you've been through some dark times, and it's like almost like you're in a depression is kind of what I feel like. And you're moving towards the light. You're moving out of that depression phase. You know, I'm not sure what happened, but I feel like maybe your friends have stabbed you in the back, or a lover has stabbed you in the back, because the next card that comes out is Soul Family, which is calling your tribe. You don't have to do it alone, all right? So you've been like in this depression with your life that you just feel like you're alone, right? Like nobody's there to help you in this. You know, maybe you've been sick and you don't feel like you have anybody that you could talk to about it. But I kind of feel like your heart's been broken. And that can go, you know, with a relationship or a friendship. But there are people that care, right? Because it's saying you don't have to do it alone, calling your tribe. And if you feel like you don't have any friends, I mean, you could always do what I do, and that's talk to Spirit, right? Spirit will always guide you. You can talk to God. He'll always guide you as well. But you are getting out of this depression. I mean, that's what I'm feeling. You were in a depression. And I'm sorry about that. And then the last card excuse me, that comes out is seeding the light, laying the foundations. The same thing as what we had for our air signs. All right? So once you get out of this depression, because you're moving forward, you need to speak to somebody about it, you know, and it doesn't have to be human form. It can be spirit or it can be God. But you are coming out of this depression finally, and you are now going to have a plan to put into place, all right, to move forward. You know, you're moving out of this dark place that you've been in. So you need to, you know, let that go, whatever you have going on, all right? So you can move forward. Yeah, I just feel like somebody's been, like, backstabbed, you know? Like, you feel like, what did I do to deserve this kind of thing? You know? It's like you're a good person, but like somebody backstabbed you. So let's get some clarity on this and see what our energy cards have to tell us. Okay, you have blossoming abundance, excellent. The garden and the gate, storm warning. Okay, so blossoming abundance, looking at these two cards, the garden and the gate and blossoming abundance, this to me, it's like once you, well, I feel like actually for the soul family, I feel like these two cards kind of go with it, right? Because it's like, the garden and the gate and blossoming abundance is like you're speaking with spirit, right? You're speaking on, to God, or, you know, you're moving into like a different dimension, right? And in order to get here, you've got to just let go of the depression and what's bothering you. You've got to get over it and move on, okay? It's not the end of the world. You know, you woke up every day, you know, you're awake today, you're watching this, right? So be thankful for that. You got to learn to be thankful for things and start being positive to get yourself out of that depression, right? Instead of saying, why me, or why this, or why that, you could say, thank you for this, thank you for that. I'm alive. You know what I mean? Like, I'm awake, it's happening. So I definitely feel like it's like a friend has put you through this, or a boyfriend or girlfriend, because the next card that comes out, you know, is the storm warning card. And to me, what I'm feeling like is whoever put you in this depression, it's like, don't let them back into your life, because you're going to end up back there. That's what I feel on it. Yeah, look, next card, broken heart that comes out. All right, so somebody has definitely broken your heart. All right, and you know, that doesn't always mean a relationship, you know, like a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. It could be friendship as well. So the storm warning, for clarification on that, is the broken heart. So the warning is once you get out of this depression or this dark time that you're in, and you're moving forward, right, and you're raising your vibration, and you have shit happening for you, it's like the garden and the gate, right? Look, if you look, she's like looking out on the other side of the gate, right? You know, like, look at this. I'm good. My life is great. But you have the storm warning because it's like when your life gets great, it's like somebody's going to try to come back into your life. And you need to be strong about that and walk away. You know, don't allow that, because they're going to bring you back into the state of mind that you're in, okay? And you want to be out of that, all right? So let's do another card. I'm like really strong feeling about, it's like a friendship. Somebody has screwed you over and treated you like crap, and you didn't do anything wrong. And I don't think that you don't need to go back to them. You know, you need to move on. Find a like people, somebody who appreciates you, you know. Okay, we have move into your true self, rise above the darkness, the light is here. Excellent, right? We were just talking about this. All right? So, again, get yourself out of this depression, you know. You're fine. You can do this, all right? You know, and if you're like me, you know, sometimes you're just like, you know what, I don't need anybody, I'm going to do it myself. Watch what I can do, right? So if that's the case and you just feel like you don't have anybody or any friends, you always have spirit, you always have God that can guide you through it. They're always, you know, coming in your dreams and stuff like that. So you can do this, all right? But again, don't forget you have that storm warning. So when you are finally on top and you're out of it and you're feeling good and you're doing great things, that person is going to try to come back in your life and basically wreck it. So make sure that you watch your back on that, okay? So let's pick a crystal card for you guys. Okay, look at this. New beginnings. Check it out. All right? So you got new beginnings. What does that mean? That means leave the past in the past. Don't bring them back. All right? And it's going to work out. It's going to be fine. Your life, you're going to get out of this crappy stage that you're in, and it's going to be good. You'll see. All right? So I hope that resonated with you, fire signs. If it did not, please check back with me. And again, you can book a private reading with me if you like. Again, I just want to remind everybody that these are general readings, okay? So some it'll resonate with, some it will not, all right? Let's see. Let's do water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Also, guys, I just want to mention that this is a positive channel. All right, any negative comments will be deleted and I will block you. I don't like negative. I don't like bringing it into my space. So just please keep it positive and we'll be good to go. All right, so again, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Let's see what's going on with you all. All right, the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, Soul Tribe. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. And you have share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution, expression. Okay, so you guys, for some of you, you are very intuitive, but it's like you're holding back, right? You're afraid to maybe express yourself, or even tell people what you can do or can't do, and you're just trying to, I guess, maybe find yourself. But keep working on that and raising your vibrations, okay? And keep studying and learning and things like that, because you have a tribe with you, and if you do not have that tribe who's on the same level as you, then you need to find that tribe to help you grow in being spiritual, okay? The next card that comes out is healing and rewriting the future. So it's like you have this path that's set for you, and this is what I feel like. You have this path set for you in maybe a career, right? So you're high in your career and this and that, but you're thinking about, I don't know, maybe reading tarot cards or reading oracle cards or being a medium or, you know, doing Reiki healing, things of that nature, right? But you're like, you know, I just don't think that I want to leave my career. This is what's set for me. I went to college for this. But yet you still love reading the cards, or in my case, being a medium, and also reading as well. But it's like you're afraid to take on, I guess, maybe that new adventure because you're already set with this career. You know, you make good money and you're just set, but you're not happy there. Okay, so know that it is okay to do both. All right, don't be afraid to let your light shine. All right, what other people think, guess what? That's their opinion, that's on them, and whatever. If it makes them feel good at the end of the day to talk shit, then I guess it makes them feel good, but you can rise above that and don't sweat it. Do what you want to do, right? You can't have the best of both worlds. So maybe take a look at your future and, you know, maybe you can add in something else, you know, and if that's reading cards, or maybe you want to get into that, or maybe you want to have your cards read, do it, you know, do it. You might just love it, okay? And the last card that comes out, it's so ironic because it's come out of the cave, right? So stop hiding. If you're a medium, if you're psychic, if you're very intuitive, which everybody is intuitive, you know, you just got to get to that level, do it. Just do it. Stop being so scared of it, all right? You'd be surprised what you can learn doing stuff like this. It's crazy, and it's absolutely amazing. So don't be scared. All right, don't hold yourself back. You can add it in. You can do little by little, or you can, you know, get you a crystal, learn about, you know, healing with crystals, or whatever it may be. I mean, obviously you're on this channel for a reason. So for those of you that are watching, don't be scared to try it yourself, okay? there's not a wrong way, and just pick up a deck of cards, you know? You guys are scared because you're set in your ways, you're set in your future that you already have planned out. And it's okay to change, right? Things shift, everybody changes. It's life, it's what happens. So don't be afraid to do that. And I'm feeling like some of you guys are being secretive. You like to watch my videos or maybe others' videos, but you don't ever talk about it. You don't tell people that you're doing it, right? Because people, they have their certain opinions about it. Okay, you have a man holding a heart, hostilities, which we'll get into that, and caring connections. Okay, so it makes a bit of sense. All right, so you've got the career. You're afraid to, I guess, venture out into the spiritual path. And it could be because of the person that you're with. Makes perfect sense. You're afraid that if you talk about it, you're going to have hostilities. All right? You're going to have issues because maybe they're not on the same page as you are. All right? If that's the case, then maybe you need to reevaluate, or maybe you need to try to talk about it in another way, you know, explaining what it is. I mean, some people, they don't get it, right? Some people are like, if I can't see it myself, or if I can't talk to spirits myself, if I can't hear spirits myself, it doesn't exist, right? A lot of people will say this. Maybe you need to come at your lover in a different way. Okay, sorry about that. I got cut off. So maybe you need to come at your lover in a different way of explaining what the spiritual path is, or what it is that you want to do or you want to get into, or maybe you just want to see a medium, or maybe you just want to get your cards read and they're not about that. So you need to come at a different way. No, at the end of the day, there are caring connections and they will understand it, okay? And if they don't understand it, then guess what? You can move on if you don't want to be in the relationship and find somebody who does. Okay, that's what I'm feeling like. I'm feeling like all of this is being set back and you're hiding from it because of the significant other that's in your life, because you're afraid of what they think. And sometimes you need to venture out and live your life and not somebody else's, okay? So either they'll understand it or they won't. And if you want to make it work out and they don't, then guess what? I guess just don't speak about it, you know, with them. But at the end of the day, it's your life. So do what makes you happy, not what makes somebody else happy. Because right now you're holding yourself back from a lot of great things that you can experience. Okay? You know, me getting into this, I wasn't very open about it up until, I don't know, 5 months ago or something like that. I think I started doing this in June. Of course, you know, I've been a medium my whole life, but I never told anybody because I, you know, was always taught a certain way about, you know, things. And it wasn't until I actually spoke out with somebody who was, you know, like me. I mean, they weren't a medium, but they were on this same spiritual path. And they taught me so much. So, you know, and my life has completely changed since I did that. So I'm letting you guys know it is okay to do that. You know, sometimes people aren't on the same page, and that's okay because they have their life that they can live and you have yours. So make sure you do what's happy for you, all right? The next card that comes out is Soul Flame. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship, harmony, and healing. Excellent card to come out for this, right? So again, it's do what you love. You have lost this part. Maybe you used to read cards. Maybe you used to be a medium. Maybe you used to work with crystals. You know, something of that line, you know, in that nature, and you stop doing it because of somebody that you're with. All right, bring that back. All right, that's going to bring your happiness back, and that's what you're missing. You know, you feel like you're missing something, and that's definitely what it is. You're missing a part of yourself. All right, so it's perfect for this reading. All right, let me pull a crystal card. Oops. All right, the crystal card that comes out, Opal, joy. All right, so you need to bring that joy back into your life, what it is that you love. And if it's not, you know, if it's not being intuitive and it's not being a card reader or a medium or something like that, there's something that you guys are holding back on and you've stopped doing. And that could be painting, writing, you know, arts and crafts, anything, you know, like a hobby. You guys have given up something and it's really bothering you and you kind of don't know where to go. You know, you're just like doing the same thing over and over, right, with your career and shit like that. So you really need to speak up about it to bring yourself back to your happy place and your joy, right? Because if you stay miserable, then, you know, and I've said it before, you then start getting physically ill, you know, internally. So it's not good. You need to bring that joy back into your life. And, you know, for me, it's kind of like screw anybody else who thinks otherwise, right? So I hope that that reading resonated with you, my water signs. If it did not, please check back with me. And again, you can also book a private reading with me. So you guys are stuck in a rut and you're too afraid to speak up, and I'm here to tell you, speak up, because it's good for the soul, all right? All right, so my last sign, earth signs, all right? Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Let's see what we have going on with you guys. Telling you, this is all about finding yourself, you know, Venus in retrograde. It's been super crazy. A lot of feelings have been coming up, you know, lessons to be learned, as I said before. So hopefully you guys will work on that and get yourself out of your funk. I know I've been in a funk as well, and I haven't read cards, I don't know, for probably 2 weeks. So let's do one more shuffle and let's see what's in store for Earth. All right, keepers of the earth, how ironic. You're not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. You also have the great gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. All right, and then you have get grounded, empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. All right, so earth signs. You guys are feeling alone too, but it's almost like you guys are lost on your path intuitively, right? So it's like you're feeling down. I could feel like sadness, like you're down, you're like lost and you don't know what direction to go. And that's because you're not grounded, because you have get grounded that comes out. So you guys need to definitely go out and connect with nature. And I've said this before, go hug a tree, go walk around in the grass. Because then it'll all come back to you and you need to get back with your tribe. It's almost like you guys, maybe you guys, somebody walked away from it. Yeah, it's like somebody walked away from being intuitive and all that. It's like you guys literally went back down to earth, if that makes sense, right? And you guys have lost your way. So you guys need to really get grounded. That's what you're missing here, and that's why you're feeling the way that you are. You guys are not grounded at all. You have so much shit going on. You need to go get grounded, and then you can, and you know, and while you're grounded, you know, do your meditation. Just kind of sit there and relax. You know, relax your mind and try not to think about anything. You know, like clear your mind, because you have spirit that's there to guide you. So they're there. It's like they're knocking on your door, right? And you're not listening. For whatever reason, you've shut it out. So you need to bring that back. But in order to bring that back, because I know you're not feeling it, you need to go get grounded. Yeah. Once you get grounded, then it'll all fall back into place. But you're all out of whack, and I'm not sure why. Let's see. Oh, shoot. I've got a headache. I know that. All of a sudden. Why? What is your health not good? It's like you guys are blaming somebody. It's almost like your health isn't good or you've been sick. And it's like you're blaming somebody for it. Like you're all out of whack. Like your levels are off or something. Let's see. Oops. Adjacent possibilities. Attachment. Indecision. Yeah, you guys are all over the place. So let me show you these cards. So you have adjacent possibilities. So you guys are like, if I go this way, if I go that way, see how there's different doors? There's one on the floor. They're all over the walls. They're up top the walls. They're in the back. You guys don't know which way to go. You guys, and then, you know, you have the indecision card comes out. You guys are all over the place and you're attached to something. What are you attached to? Look at this. Something that you are attached to is holding you back, and it has you off balance completely. What is it that you are attached to? Let me see. Let me grab another deck here. Let's see what's happening. It's like you guys are attached to something, and you've lost sight of yourself. Maybe it's material things, huh? Yeah, I'm feeling like it's material things. It's like you're trying to get bigger and better at something, and you've lost your true self. Yep, that's what it feels like. Let's see what comes out on these. Traveling lightly, simplify your life. Yep. You guys are attached to material things. You have choosing your path. All is possible. Yep, I feel like somebody is attached. It's like you guys are attached to material things, right? Like money, or I don't know, maybe like with the holidays coming up, you guys are attached to definitely material things, earthly things. And that's what's holding you back, and that's why you guys are all over the place. You've got to let that go. All right? Doesn't matter what you have, what you own, what kind of car you drive, what kind of house you have. Or maybe you're struggling because you can't afford that house or afford that car, and it's really got you turned upside down, and you don't know the decision to make. Like, should I downsize or struggle to hopefully make it? Yeah, it's definitely material things. You guys are struggling with that, and that's where you have lost sight of what's important. You guys need to get grounded and reflect on this. And you need to do the smart thing. So if you're having money issues, you need to take a good look at that. But right now you're all over the place and you cannot think straight. Yeah, because it's like, well, what should I do? And if I downsize, then I'll look a certain type of way to so-and-so. You know, I like to call it keeping up with the Joneses. So you definitely need to reflect. You need to get grounded, get back to where you were, so that way there you can make the right choice, because you guys are too focused on material things and worried about what other people are thinking about what you have. You got to let that go. Because if you don't, it's not going to be good. I know that. See, if you look at this one, simplify your life, she's actually walking away, right? Or he. I think it might be a guy that's walking away, right? On their journey. And this sign right here says this way. And if you look at choosing your path, right, it's like you're looking over all the mountains, the horizon, everything, and you're trying to decide, should I stay or should I go? And I feel like it's downsizing on a house. It has to do with a house, or possibly moving, you know, maybe it's job related, but it's I don't know. To me, it's something that's material, and you're afraid to downsize because you're afraid of what somebody's going to think. And you need to stop that. I mean, who cares what people think, right? You need to bring it back to yourself. Oh, man. So the crystal card that comes out is Black Obsidian, the Shadow. All right? The Source. So somebody is making you guys feel like you have to keep up with the Joneses. And you guys need Black Obsidian to kind of block that. And Divine Temple, of course, you know, brings it back to the source. And, you know, in my opinion, it really brings it back to yourself. Stop worrying about what other people think. And whoever's in your head, maybe you should get them out of your head so you can think clearly. And you've got to get grounded and bring yourself back to, like, your intuitive self, because you are very intuitive. But right now you're out of whack because you've got lost in all the material things. I mean, there's really not much else to say about it, other than you feel like your life is flipped upside down right now, but it can change. So you need to bring it back to nature, focusing on yourself, and just kind of like being in that quiet space with nobody in your ear, so you can do what has to be done. You know, what's best for you and your financial state, because right now what you have going on is not good. So in order to make a reasonable decision, you know, be open-minded about it, you need to connect back with yourself and ask Spirit for guidance on that. Let me pick a Spirit card for you, and see what Spirit has to say. Because I feel like with you guys being disconnected, it's like you've forgotten what it's like, you know, to speak to spirit, ask for help. So, and to help guide you. And, you know, they never leave. They're always there. So let's see. Look at this. I have no more earthly worries. All right. So this, and if you look at it, it's fantastic. It's got the sunflowers, which is my favorite flower, right? It's got the sunflowers. You've got the sunset or the sunrise there with the clouds going on, right? It's all nature. And this right here is telling you it doesn't matter about how much money you have, what kind of car you drive, what kind of house you have, what kind of maybe name brand shoes you have or clothes. You need to bring it back to the roots and, you know, where it all started, because all of that doesn't mean shit, right? If you were to God forbid, if you were to pass away tomorrow, right? You can't take nothing with you. And people, they forget that. They get so caught up in being the best and being bigger and having more money and stuff like that. They forget, all right? Money is nothing but paper. Yes, you do need it to pay your bills. I get that. But you don't need it for bragging rights, all right? So you've forgotten where you came from. You forgot. It's like you've worked so hard. You got up, you know, maybe the house that you wanted or that car that you wanted, and now maybe you lost your job and you can't afford it, or shit's happened and now you can't afford it and you're afraid to give it up because you have this image to keep up, and you need to let that go. And the people who will stick by your side during this are your real friends and people who actually care, and the ones who don't, well, guess what? They can hit the blacktop, right? So I hope that this reading resonated with you, Earth signs. If it did not, check back with me for the next one. And again, you can book a private reading with me on Talking to Spirits, laughingwithghosts.com. I also post daily cards on my Facebook and Instagram. So if you would like to find me on there, you can. It's Talking to Spirits, Laughing with Ghost. And I guess I will check you guys back on the next one. I hope everybody has a great day. Thank you.